Hey guys!
Hi guys!
Maybe it's our 6th episode. Or 7th.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
And also as a joke.
I'm Kaki.
And I'm Karimi.
And welcome to our podcast.
And the construction. I'm always gonna be doing that, even on our 100 episodes. I'm gonna be doing the dance.
I'm the dancer, man. Ooh.
Right?
It will just be like that. Then it will be 14.
Oh yeah. You grew up so fast.
46th episode.
Yeah.
So today we'll be thinking about this for a minute. It's been the back burner even before we did last time's episode. And I remember asking Karimi, how do we even know, are we robots of society and our culture? And how do we know that we even have our own independent thoughts? Or has society decided like they're going to tell us what to think and we're just robots, robotically going with, no, that's wrong, no, that's not acceptable, no, that, especially when you hear yourself. I've realized I catch myself nowadays, every time I hear myself or feel myself thinking, no, that's wrong, and an automatic quick thought, I'm like, no, that's not my real independent thought, because it's coming automatically, meaning it's a programmed thought.
It is. And I feel like this is something the African and Black community and also Asian community, or most communities outside of the white or Western community that don't suffer, because like growing up, how many times have we had, don't say that, shh.
White people deal with that, especially like white conservative people.
Oh yes, for sure. But they're not on the like on a whole collective as we are. Because even like Black people in the West don't really, like, they have a bit of openness with their parents. But for me to even have discussed, a lot of my thoughts have never been mine growing up. I've always been dictated what to say, how to say, how to behave, how we look, how we dress,
what we talk, how we talk in front of people versus how we talk at home, how your house should look, like everything, how shoulds. The shoulds are the way we know, like you shouldn't do this, is how you know that's our programming. And that's not your own independent thought. And it's everywhere.
It is, and then you know it goes into our education system where you shouldn't ask a teacher a question. And I see that there is a little bit of change in how our nieces and nephews are being educated.
You're not allowed. The teacher speaks. The teacher knows. You don't know.
No, you don't know. And question, how you gonna question a teacher? Don't talk back to me. Or an adult.
Actually, even how we talk to, even now, I see it not so much in my uncles because I'm comfortable with it, but in like other settings, like let's say social settings, and there's an older person, babe, you're like, hi sir, like I'm forced to respect you because you're old, not because you're respectable.
You know, let's start from there. Have you ever called your parents by their first? Have you ever been like, hey Lucy? Have you ever called my dad, hey Ken? Or have you, but then
that's an abomination. Hell no.
Yeah, but then like my friends in the West, especially like my white friends, and you know, I'm married in the West, like they call their mom by their name. They're like, hey Jess.
Hell no.
Like,
oh my god, okay, then that one I think I'm shackled for real, babe, because I can never.
Even like the grandkids be calling shushu. Okay, of course they'll say like hey nan because it's a beautiful term. But sometimes they'll be like, you know, it switches. Like I don't think the only reason I know my grandmother's name is because one of my siblings is named after her.
See, that's how we know.
That's how I know her name.
Shit, even in how we dress. Have you ever been told that's not how you're supposed to dress?
Hey, na hizo matiti zako kubwa. Na hii tumbo yako. Let me tell you, these days you see me on the streets walking like showing my little belly, my big belly.
And you know, it's so ingrained in us. I even now when and it's because it's still, my mom will still say, like she'll still see me dress a certain way, and she's like, you're going like that, like you're like that with your thighs, in fact it's never my boobs, it's always that the length of my clothes is way too short.
No, it's not.
I say it to myself even, because it's been, you know, it's like being drummed in us.
Even when you say, is it too short, or I'm wearing something so tiny?
Who says when it's
we're so worried about like robots taking over the world.
But
Yet
they're robots.
we are walking robots every single day.
Even when I dyed my hair, she was like, is that how you want people, how do you want people to view you?
Yeah.
Because how people look at you is very important.
Oh, I gotta ask. So you cut your hair. Like for me, Kaki looks sexy when she cut her hair. Me, I looked like
the shape of your hair. Kemi has over here at the top, she has like 2 little horns, and they're really like horny. I don't mean like sharp.
And so when the teacher said ukona mapembe wewe, they were talking about me.
Yeah.
But I've never been labeled like given a label of when you cut your hair that are you like gay or something. But people automatically think that when you dress up a certain way, when you look tomboy, that you are and you're very heterosexual.
Just a tomboy?
Yeah.
You like dudes but you're just a tomboy?
Have you gone tell us about the experience of you like just even like with your clothes and how like your image looks, like what have you been?
So for me it's mine is very vanilla because the most, I'm not very adventurous, the most I've done is color my hair, get a tongue ring at some point, a few tattoos, like I'm so conventional guys, and I even removed the tongue ring.
Yeah.
Anyway, so not really, even the blonde hair, maybe the super older people and my folks, really it's my folks and the aunties. And sometimes, because now our age group is kind of chill.
It is.
But at work, you see it, because they're older people, and you see them judging you.
But how many times have we been conditioned to see, even like when growing up, that when you see a woman who is independent and dresses up nice and freely, that she's a Malaya.
Yes, or she has a nice car.
Yeah, or she has a nice
and she
car.
smells good and she looks rich. She's that. So now, babe, that's the thing when you're told to tone down. Have you ever been told? You know what my mom told me? I should stop quoting her. Let me just say, you know what I was told?
Because even me, I can give a list, but
what did she? Oh my God, she said, don't, you see, as a single girl, a single lady, you can't look like you're making money, and you can't even drive don't do the most, basically. Don't have this kind of car, because I wanted to upgrade to a 4x4, and she was like,
who will buy you?
How will you ever get married? Now you're suddenly a fucking threat.
Yeah.
Who wants to marry a man who will be threatened by you?
You can't even blame Ma for that, because like she comes from a space where when she had robots around her who told her you can't be too successful, you can't be look too good.
And they didn't have our resources.
No, they did.
And
even with our own resources, we still keep.
Like sometimes I do it in my head.
Oh yeah, of course, because so most of the times you move from other people roboting you, you become automated to think these thoughts, and then you start like questioning yourself, like, why do I, I shouldn't be doing this, and then you feel guilty.
Actually, it's those words, should and shouldn't. That's when you feel guilty. And maybe that's just how your soul wants to express itself. How can you dictate, but we dictate?
We do, and and also growing up in another thing where if you are studying going through school, we all aimed at being a doctor or an engineer. We could never have. Our careers have always been.
I always wanted to write, and I really, really loved reading.
And you're a good writer.
Thank you, babe. And my mom, I remember my dad had to tell my folks had to tell one of our aunties who they were doing really well, and he had to tell them, talk to Kaki, because she wants to do this useless journalism stuff. Talk out of it. Tell her that she's never going to make any money, that it's totally useless. Then baby ended up in comms.
Look at you shining. Look at you shining in your career.
It works for me. It comes naturally.
It does.
But even our careers, oh man, I had a point that has gone, babe. Fuck.
Okay, as it comes, let me give you where my roboting has come in. So my name is Karimi, and Karimi means farmer. And I remember my folks say, you're going to do agriculture. Hey, agriculture is not, it's doctor or nothing, or pilot or nothing, or we can settle for an accountant. But we can settle for you being an accountant. But agriculture, it's it's such a...
You have always loved farming.
I've always loved farming. I've always liked the idea of being surrounded by animals and crops because it's part of who it's in my name.
Yeah.
But like even people who did 4K club, the Wakulima club.
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, remember the 4K club? Those people were actually not revered as the way people who were doing sciences.
That's true.
And people who are doing like
Those
big maths.
STEM.
Yeah, STEM career or STEM students.
Yeah, that's so true.
So are we so conditioned or are we so
Even where we work,
box?
like do we have to be employed?
No.
But even with business, babe, as a babe, it's okay for you to have like a makeup line.
Yeah.
But is it okay for you to be in construction?
Or hell no, or transportation.
Transport, yeah. It's it's like, yeah, you're
Let's-
defying culture.
Let's talk about that.
You're now a man, you're doing manly things.
So what careers are for women according to our...
According to our culture and our society.
Yeah.
I mean, the softer careers, babe, are nurse.
Oh wow,
But
a
if
teacher.
you're a doctor, it's fine, right?
Yeah.
Even if you're a lawyer, it's fine.
Yeah.
But you say, babe, your construction is where like you want to become a contractor because you love the whole project management of construction from beginning to end.
Yeah.
How will you just try that?
And even as a doctor, sometimes you don't get the same or you don't demand the same respect when you're like a top position doctor.
Yeah, it's true, babe.
Yeah, it always has to be, I want to talk to the boss.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
boss is...
What if you're the boss?
Yeah. So I'm really liking that in this space that we're growing up, that we're seeing this narrative change. We're seeing men
Changing.
become such fantastic makeup artists.
Oh my god, amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
That's
and heterosexual men, so that men who are in artsy careers are not having to be labeled as something they're not.
That's
So,
true. Ooh, what can I bring? Can I take it back, like to how we look?
yeah.
How about like, because we are babes, and no, because we are black, and we're darker skinned, like darker people, you know how that hyperpigmentation we have, either between your thighs, or your vagina, or like over here, your armpit area. You know how people look at it weirdly? Even I look at myself weirdly, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Because I'm a black mama.
It is, and then we're now forced to like, is it tint it?
Yeah, you have to tint it or cover it up in a way.
Yeah,
What
or
the
do
fuck?
laser and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, are we also like conditioned? Can I take it now because to sex?
Yeah.
Where like a girl with a big ass, rides you better, or like a girl with like a pulled clitoris, or like, let me tell you, like a guy with like a big dick, like is way much like,
Yeah, that's true.
Like-
People like big dicks.
Yeah, people like big dicks, but who say medium? Me, to be honest.
Sorry, me, I'm not a big
Yeah,
fan.
me
I
too.
swear, you said it before.
Yeah, I like just a good
That's
size.
a good size.
Yeah.
That extra shit is legit just for saying.
Yeah.
It's in theory.
It is. And we're like other cultures, except I think as Kenyans, where like there's this whole where I've had guys say, you guys Kenyans don't pull your clitoris.
Imagine.
And
I feeling
no,
away.
you don't enjoy. And it's the
So
same.
many people pull their clits. So many
Really?
countries. I think
The
Uganda.
Southern.
But it starts with Eugene.
Uh-huh.
Is Rwanda?
It Rwanda does.
Then
Yeah.
all the south, then
Yeah.
all of the south, Namibia, Malawi, Zimbabwe, Zambia, South Africa, all of them.
Lesotho.
Yeah, they all look, the vaginas look a similar way.
They do. But then it's just like preference and culture, but then why should you
For
be?
them, babe, it must be weird. Because it doesn't look like aesthetically like what we are taught
Yeah.
it should look like. It doesn't.
So how do we then shift our whole mindset? Because for us here we are saying like, hey, and for us they're looking at us like,
Yeah, we like to
so we are the robots to them.
Yeah,
like,
vice versa.
Yeah.
Even them to themselves when they look and they don't like how it looks.
yeah.
Yeah, well, it brings you more pleasure.
I think in this particular part of like, just work with what you have,
Yeah, like don't overthink it, man. And if you feel like this doesn't look our way, just question. I think we just need to question our thoughts.
Yeah.
Like when you like, how do I know I am attracted to men? Like for real. Like, I've never, until recently, I was like, wow, yeah, Amma is just something that I've been told is how it goes.
Yeah, that boy meets girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, khaki and whoever kissing on a tree, chaos, and it's always a boy.
Yeah, it has to be a boy because that's how Adam and Eve, not Adam and Adam.
Oh, Adam and Steve?
And not Adam and Steve.
Oh, shit. Who would be that? Okay, so if it was Eve, who would it be? It would be Eve and...
Eve and like...
We have to find a name that is female
name.
for...
I know a basic name because they have to make it like shameful, so they'll just pick a basic girl's name.
Yeah. Aggie. Yeah, okay, I'll find it. Yeah, it's cute.
It doesn't matter, even if it's nice.
Yeah. Even Eve.
Or even Eve.
Yeah.
It's not accepted.
Can we change our syllabus to be able to accommodate?
We can't be, we're not lawmakers. What we can do is change our own home. Okay. We can change when we get kids if we want to get kids. Kids! It's okay for you. Okay, there's one big thing. Having kids outside marriage is a problem in the African context. But the worst problem, is not having kids.
Oh my Lord. Like you stay your whole high school and early 20s trying not to have kids, right?
Not to get pregnant.
Dare you not have kids? Like when will society stop saying that a woman at this age, and we have to have our kids between the age of 27? Who's saying first of all?
Do we even want kids, or we just think because, like for real, actually I know I'm hetero. But the one I really don't know is, do I want kids? Like for real.
We were having this conversation on Saturday when one of our soul sisters was here and her kids were around and was like, wow, how do you do this?
It looks like a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. It is a whole sacrifice. But like society, even our own folks, did they even want to have us?
They want kids. Well, I know for a fact my mom, yesterday she told me if she had 2 more kids, she'd be so happy. Like if she had one kid in uni and another in finishing high school, she'd be so joyful. And
that's fantastic, but why does then society have to push that on you that you have to have kids and then you push it upon yourself to want to also
because then we fight society outside there, but then we come home and fight ourselves.
Yeah.
Because outside there we are so feisty, right?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, no one owes me nothing, no one owes you a kid, it's my body. Then we come home and we really are like, I need to like work on getting these kids.
Yeah, and now you start looking at, can I freeze my eggs?
Yeah.
Can I? But in reality, do you
even want them?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah, like when will society stop conditioning us? But this is where we are right now. Because even me, I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I don't know whether but there are days where like, and then is it also like part of peer pressure where like I see some of my people getting kids and I'm like, wow, look at you leaving legacy behind. And then
like we're our age mates and then everyone around you is getting kids. Thank God for you, babe.
Yeah.
Thank God for you, my sister. Oh, babe.
But then what about the time?
So bad.
It would be, but then what about that time where like 2 out of 3 in the demographic end up having kids?
Like you have to target kids.
Yeah, and then you are really adamant so that you don't have, you and your partner have both decided that you both want to be each other's life partners. How do you then come back to society and especially your internal environment, your family, your friends, and tell them that you don't want to have kids without them saying, how you're breaking my heart?
Why would my heart palpitating?
It isn't
because of how the gaslighting I would get.
Yeah.
If I not gaslight myself.
Because then that for kids always comes with you don't get kids for yourself. It's not even part of. It's not for us.
It's what are they for?
You do it because it's necessary. Or give birth. How many times have you had Alela say, you give birth, Nitalia?
My mom. Oh man, I'm done quoting my mom.
Yeah.
But how many times
even for me,
right?
I've had, my aunties, my auntie even says, let's go to a hospital and I'll get you somebody to talk to. And oh, by the way, I don't have a problem, auntie. If you ever get to watch this, I'm okay. I can get.
Did she say?
Yeah, she has said this so many times that there's a doctor who can help me have. First, I'm not in my late 30s, so I can still have.
You can still have.
I can can still have a kid if I want to. It's just that right now the environment, like we're doing too many things. We're really just constructing ourselves, and we're
even
doing.
ask you, that is so fucking uncalled for.
It's because all my cousins who are in my age group, all have like 5 and below.
Even mine. On Sunday I sat with my cousins. I swear all of them, babe. Maybe one doesn't. But the Sunday I sat with them and I was like, I might just get, like, I just get.
Yeah.
I've never thought, like, I was like, wow. I even stopped myself, but I really thought, maybe because you're seeing them all. Have you ever been in a family function and everyone's kids are just running around, babe? Everyone and their age mates.
It's hella noisy.
And some are younger than lots of people are younger than you kids.
Yeah.
Lots.
Those are the worst that who are the constructors of robots, who are our parents and our aunties and our teachers. Yeah, because they're the creators of our own robotic thoughts.
Yeah.
They're the ones who say, you know what, a cute one like that running up and down. Like, girl, you look miserable. You look like you need a drink.
Your skin is a mess. You look like you haven't slept in weeks.
Yeah, you look like you need cocaine.
Yeah.
And isn't it a beautiful process? I think, yeah, good for you. Like, when I'm holding your key right there, I'm like, I get
what a cute little bit our ovaries.
Yeah.
And then we hand it back when he cries.
And me, all my cousins, and so do your cousins, have the cutest babies.
Your cousins have the cutest
And so
babies.
more than your cousins, oh my god, your genes are beautiful.
After
I used to have like one or two, then you also have your sister. But
everyone, yours, they all have kids.
So, oh my god. So robotic thinking, or what we call, is it the same as conditioning?
Yes. It's conditioning by our society. It's conditioning. So our society are like the people around us. Our parents, our family, our sisters, because some people have really stressful siblings. And then our teachers, those people around us, basically our friends, colleagues, people, Then there's culture. Culture is the bigger, like, in Kenya, culture is like, we don't marry. As a culture, like Kikuyu culture, we don't marry Luos.
How dare you marry a Jaluo? It's the first thing my dad said to my sister when she got married to an amazing guy who's my brother-in-law, who's Jaluo. And after that, none of my siblings have married in the Embu community. We've all married outside, but it was met with so much resistance.
Yeah, it's usually met with so much resistance. And like tribes, exactly. Culture is like the bigger picture as Kenyans, as Kikuyus, as Luos, as that's culture now. And culture is big because people follow culture without. Culture is even how we vote, babe. How many times do we vote and we don't even think? We're just gonna vote, but not us, babe. We've grown.
Thank you, Government of Kenya, for giving us a free public holiday where we barbecued and chilled and we were not part of that whole robotic conveyor belt.
That cultural movement where you don't even think you're just gonna vote for the person that, even if he's not your tribe like this last time, but he's being pushed by your tribesman.
Into it too.
Exactly. Suddenly, babe.
Yeah, suddenly into it too.
And you move like fucking robots and you like that, because unless you believe in the country, babe, what the fuck are you doing voting?
Right there is the pandemic. The pandemic is in our social conditioning and robotic thinking and cultural.
I have some more points.
Like there's a point now that we're talking about kids that, a lot of this where Taki and I gravitate to each other because we have very similar goals and similar values. But some things we don't always agree on, and this is going to be one where we've had a discussion in our own separate conversations.
I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
Before you give that such a heavy point, can I give a simpler one, then we move into
It
kids?
Yeah.
Is it allowed? Is it socially accepted to have a surrogate?
Hey,
what do people say about that?
Is your womb functioning? Why would you want a surrogate?
Then if it's not
adopt. Adopt.
Because another mama is carrying a child, right?
Is it even your child?
Yeah, I thought about that.
You're going to give your eggs?
Adopting is so, but fatherly adopting. It's like it's like the kids without marriage thing. Versus like you don't have kids, period.
You don't even know this woman. And then you're paying her for a child? Oh, those are just like, I'm reacting how my aunties would react.
Yeah.
None of that is
How
my
people
reaction.
Okay, now
Yeah.
go to your point.
No, because that's a very like
I thought about
important topic.
it.
Is Africa ready for surrogacy?
I don't even think our legal system is ready for surrogacy, babe.
Shit, our legal, we have to
It doesn't cover you. So, for example, if the babe has your child, she can run.
What?
And yeah, she can go. I listened to a conversation recently.
Even if it's your egg, it's
so
proof.
it's how she's carrying it. Like, I don't think our legal system is there yet, which speaks for our culture.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, fuck.
Oof. I need to read. I mean, this is something I really want to tap
You have to go
into.
to Canada and do it.
Yeah.
The whole process and come
Yeah.
back with our baby.
But I would like to invite on a later topic a legal advisor and somebody who is in the whole like somebody, let's say from Nairobi Women's, because they're really maternal healthcare hospital. So somebody maybe we can bring in for our next conversation. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now your point, because that's heavy.
Yeah. Ooh. So like it's interesting you say about surrogacy, and I didn't know about that, and I want us to talk about it on another topic, on another episode. But what's your take on IVF?
Like, what do people when they're doing IVF don't talk about it, like here?
Yeah.
Because you can't tell people that you're struggling to get pregnant. Because that's a whole other stigma that you don't even want to be associated with.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks because it's not your fault.
No.
But now you won't tell anyone that you had like how many cycles of IVF before you got your baby. Maybe you tell it after your baby came.
Yeah.
And then it's like a success story where you're like, it's like when you've lost weight, let's say you are 200 kgs and don't tell anyone you are 200 kgs, and now you're 80, you're like, guys, I was 200 kgs, that's how people treat IVF as well. Like, we had to undergo IVF, and you guys are friends.
Yeah.
And you don't know that your friend is going through, or your cousin, or
yeah.
Sometimes even sisters.
And sometimes I feel like with IVF, it's like this burden of not being able to have a child, and not even before, lies on the burden is on the woman. Yeah, nigga, probably it's just your low sperm count, which is not a bad thing. It's curable.
It's just as similarly unfortunate as me not being able to conceive. But it feels like culturally it's worse if it's okay for the woman, like, let the shame fall on the woman, right? But never not on the dude.
Never. And the man, even like the woman always carries that whole shame and burden. Yeah, and they cover it too.
Yes, they cover, like, I can't imagine telling people it's really my husband whose sperm isn't working.
Because again, another topic I want to really talk about is you having like a good sized day, you having good performance doesn't equate to like a good libido, good sperm, sperm count, So like this is something that I think in the next decade, with more men talking and men health being a really like top their topic, it's coming up, and I'm glad that then this also reduces the shame on us.
Not in Africa, but it's coming up elsewhere.
It is.
More people are talking about it, like men's health.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just as bad, but we carry the freaking shame.
We do. And we just need to cut off that conditioning where we always think that it's the woman who cannot conceive.
Yeah.
That's how we always go.
That's how we go.
Yeah.
And that's how we're like, is she fertile? Let me do a lower whisper, babe.
And then we always have like doctors.
Yeah.
We have references. You always know somebody.
Yeah, I know my cousin's a doctor, what should I ask her?
Yeah.
Okay.
But now, as I was saying before, like a few minutes ago, it's on, and I'm gonna touch a little bit of this on the LGBT Q plus. LGBTQIA+. And yes, I'm going to learn how to say the whole line. I'm very, yes, I'm a friend of the community. I support the community. I feel that the community has created big steps to be able to, especially here in Kenya, let me localize it, to the community leaders and people in this space that are pushing and advocating for inclusion, like big up.
I feel like you're heading towards something.
Yes.
Really.
So, like, for they say Zaya Wade, right? What's your take on Zaya Wade?
Is that I think okay, me fully like I'm so happy for her. So happy.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for her.
Yeah.
Are you not?
It's a mixed bag, you know, like, because she's a kid.
What's mixed about it?
You know, like, first of all, the support that her parents are giving, the courage,
phenomenal.
it is, absolutely. The courage that it takes for a young girl like her to do what she's doing, like being vocal about it, you know, coming out looking like a beautiful,
on social media.
beautiful
social
girl.
Media is rough.
Yeah, social media is rough. But for me, and it will take time, and I'm glad that I don't have a kid who is there yet, because then I have like an inclusive family, my step kids,
Yeah, your bonus kids.
my bonus kids.
Yeah.
Like I'm grateful that they've not, if they are to ever choose that path, that they are still thinking about it, or that is probably not what they want, because the world is rough and I don't know how to protect them. So for me, the whole like idea of I've had kids saying they want to have a sex change before they turn 18 years old.
Oh, your issue is the transition.
Yeah, my issue is the transition at such a young age. My issue, yeah, I mean,
she's 15.
Yeah, she's 15, and she's started this maybe 2-3 years.
But if
back.
I know, I can't imagine like knowing I'm not supposed to be, like I'm in the wrong, I'm in a girl's body, and like I just know I want to be a man, like how I feel inside. And then my parents, so I'm 12, and I feel that way.
Yeah.
Then my dad say, or my mom, or my folks say, you have to wait till you're 18. So all those years in between, I'm stuck, babe, and feel so fucked up.
I think it's part of the process, right? And this is where like my robotic thinking is, or my conditioning is. You have your whole life ahead of you.
Right? Does it feel that way when you're 12?
No, of course not.
Oh my god, it's so I can't imagine, babe. I can't imagine. I can't.
But it's the same thing also with where these regulations come in, with like drinking and driving.
It's different.
And I know it's different, but for me, I still see it as the same. Where like, can you get to this age? I'm here for everything else.
So what's the age for you? 16?
Because I am conditioned to know that 18 is an adult. That for me is 18 for me is even 21 to an extent, when it comes to such a huge, drastic, life-changing decision like that. But I'm willing to, if this were my kids, if this was my niece or nephew, anyone that I have guardianship to, and I'm one of the most liberal-minded people, but
I'm so surprised.
Yeah, on this one I'm slightly conservative on at what age should you be able to do this, because also like, and Zaya Wade is privileged in the sense that, you know, they have the money, she's protected
by her, by their status.
Yeah,
that's true. If she was a regular kid, a regular black kid in the States, it would be so tough. I don't know how you'd do it, but I wouldn't hold my kid back like that. I don't know if I'd do the full transition, like the medical, the whole hormonal thing. But yeah, I think I would. But you know what? I really think I would. And so long as I determine that they're sure I would. What I wouldn't do is make it so public. Like how they have done it has to be a product of their privilege. Yeah. Because you can't afford to do that in any community or any culture. I don't know where that is okay. Maybe in some European countries, the little ones. But babe, no,
not in Africa.
That's a tough one.
So I want to hear y'all's thoughts in the comments on what you think. Should a child below the age of 18 get the freedom and choice to transition into the sex of their choice, or are we just so set in our ways that for us, even seeing a young kid be like that in public?
Like for you, babe, was it your initial reaction? I was like, that's too much.
For me, my initial reaction before I, readjusted myself was like, oh my God, that little child is, why would they do that to her?
That's how you know it's conditioning.
Yeah, and I was like, I felt for her, like I wanted her to just be hate to say this, a kid until
she can't help it, babe. She can't help it.
Yeah.
I don't think oh man, even I think she wants to be just normal.
And
no, she's not.
And you see the tricks about like talking about certain things is getting into the cancel culture.
Yeah.
That if you resist a certain movement,
cancelled.
Yeah, you're cancelled. You know, people will attack you. Like, dare you say shit about Beyonce? Like, the beehive is gonna be there just bzzing on you.
Yeah, I'll do the bees on your comments.
Sorry?
Yeah, babe. Mm-hmm.
If I don't like Beyonce,
let's move to something else. I have another point.
It's a bee sting. The bees are stinging me.
And with that, okay, so now if I tie that to your point, what if then I fall in love for a transition man? Can't even think that.
No! Like for me, I'll be okay with it, but I don't know how your family is gonna take it.
Not even on my family,
your church, your parents' church.
Yeah. I wish it was just my family because then you can say that's just old people thing. But some friendships, colleagues, like I'd have to keep quiet. You see, and that comes with like there's a kind of person to date and to marry. Like we have to comply to the right man to marry.
Yeah.
And that man cannot be a transitioning man.
Yeah. They cannot.
The kind of backlash you will get from that, even in your own small, it would have to, I can only tell you and my sister, everyone else, my folks would have to think he's a dude.
Yeah, babe, and then keep it
quiet. Who I love.
Yeah.
But then keeping it quiet is it sucks.
It is. I feel like it's horrible. But then also, like, with that, also, like, there would be the initial shock from me, just to...
That's fine.
I'd be very supportive, but I'd be like, where? I'd have so many questions.
I think you'd be fine.
Yeah, I would, because...
Yeah, other people would be initial shock and then some adjustment, but very close. But most people, it's so weird.
I think but my face would, before it readjusts, I'd be like, and I'm like, okay, girl, like, let's meet him. And I'd be here to support.
Okay,
like, even for me, like, if I ever decide to transition, I know, like, I don't know, like, you never know how it be.
Okay.
You know, when I have an alter ego,
Kate Bush. Say it loudly.
If Kate Bush
but this is the true test. When your friend tells you, what if babe I want to transition, then your very worldly ideologies and how open-minded you are really tested.
Now imagine that on your kid.
Yeah, now imagine it on your kids. It's a really true test. Because I can say it with chest today over here until I get my own kid and then they tell me that now I have to really like deal with some stuff. Shit.
Oh.
So
and then speaking
okay. Just is it linked to the LGBTQ transitioning stuff?
No, but it's also linked to kids.
What's your ideal man? No, what have we been taught is the ideal man to marry?
Do you want me to list what society has said I should marry?
Yeah. No, exactly. What are aunties? Your aunties are so...
Actually, let me let you answer that, and then I see whether let me nod to it.
A Kikuyu man, but he can be Embu or Meru or
Mount Kenya.
He can be Mount Kenya.
Gema.
Yeah, Gema.
Yeah.
Right now, because my mom is desperate, he can be a little younger than me, but slightly. He's very desperate.
Okay, what's the age gap of you?
I'm 34.
Yeah.
She can take her 32.
Okay.
She's so desperate.
Or 31 times 32.
Can I go?
Yeah, you can.
So conditional.
No, you can. Believe me, you can.
Am I a toxic feminist?
No.
Is there such a thing as
I think you're a feminist light.
Okay.
No, he's actually feminist, but Chimamanda calls feminist light when you're strong, but you're also...
I think I'm feminist light.
I think you're a strong feminist with some light genders.
I don't want to change my tires. I don't want to do the hard shit. I don't, until recently when I started finance coaching. I didn't even want to handle my finances.
Yeah.
Like that, and I know that's conditioning. I know.
Yes,
that's
baby, it is.
Even that part for I want a man who can do the stuff.
Yeah, it's
the things, the
conditioning.
hard things.
Yeah,
it's
normal that men are supposed to do this. So does that mean that you also want a man you can cook for, you can clean for?
Protect and provide. We like it. I'll hire someone. We can work on the hiring. I definitely won't do the good girl stuff, the performative stuff we used to do.
You would submit like that, like in that way, in the traditional way,
submission way.
Yeah.
Fuck, babe, you know my personality.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. But I do want to be protected, provided. What are the 3 P's that Steve Harvey taught us? Protect, provide, profess. I want
I won't even go there. Otherwise it's gonna be story time.
Let's not do it.
Kaki read it cover to cover.
Like 2 times or 3 times.
And she put it into practice.
Backfire.
Yeah.
Because I was using it too literally.
Yeah.
I took it too literally. But I do want to be protected and provided for.
Yeah.
And professed.
No more.
That's just little basic expectations.
Go deeper, Daddy.
So is that the female version of toxic masculinity?
No, I think.
Because I want to be a partner, but I also want to be a baby girl.
Girl, be a baby girl. Like, we already do the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember our performative days? Can I give story time for you?
Story time. Carry me story. None better to tell you than my day one. That's my every day.
It's because it really hits me because I was like, exactly what the same.
We were
the same. It's just that Carrie is a Sagittarius, I'm a Cancer.
Yeah. So me, I'm
Carrie is like,
spice.
Yeah. She likes on Twitter, we did it as Sag. Then I saw some Cancers date Sags, but then they're happy.
You wouldn't date me?
It's very adventurous.
People already did
constant stimulation. They do.
Yeah.
You just, hey, baby, you're extra. So you are the extra to my. That's extra because I was like normal. Like, what's normal? That's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Karemi and I used to do this performative thing. We used to be there. You know how the good girl, which is another conditioning thing, babe.
Yeah.
The good girl. So we were the good girl. So the good girl cleans.
Hey.
She cooks. She bakes.
Hey.
She does it. Karemi style is like with an apron and nothing else. Oh, that's like butt naked. And then when you're that good girl, you get the man. You bag him.
Oh, girl, and I back kind of like half back.
You know what does bag? So Karemi would cook like a hardcore. You know, babe, as to date, biryani is just out of the things like I plan on ever doing. It's too labor intensive. Unless the help does everything else and they just put things in a pot.
Have you tried rain and some lemon curd?
So Karemi would do like a 3-course meal, put it in 3-course little like dishes, and take it to her dudes. Not even men. You know, they're not even your man.
I wanted them to. I wanted them back.
Yeah, you want to be bagged, right?
Yeah.
You want to bag them
I want to bag them
to their offices. That's performative, good girl shit.
What was it? Allah amended me.
Amend it, Allah.
Amend it, Allah amended
Bind it,
me.
Buddha.
Hey, fix it, Jesus. Hey.
Because we were very performative, babe.
Yeah.
Today, I feel like I'll have to stop myself from doing some, like feeling like we need to earn love.
Yeah.
Versus we just deserve to be loved just because we are who we are.
Mm-hmm.
But when we have to earn it, then we do that good girl stuff that we used to do.
Because it's part of it, you know, like part of that social conditioning is that a good woman does this.
Stays
so
home.
yeah, good woman stays
Doesn't
home.
go out.
Doesn't ask questions.
Has the right kind of job where you're not too busy. You cannot be like, it can't be a very intense job. It has to be light, but work.
Yeah. Hey. Like, but then a lot of these. Okay,
Be his therapist.
Yeah, be his therapist.
Yeah, be his.
Yeah.
Everything.
And fucking well too.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
time. You're gonna go on a fuck.
Yeah. Oh.
Fuck him.
Oh my God. Is that part of our robot thinking? Because we are taught that also during
All the
bridal
bridal showers
showers.
is attended, we've been told that.
Yeah. Akikisha mwanaume wako akikuja kutaka, yani utampata. Yeah. Well.
Always, man.
Yeah, but that shit,
that's or babies, and especially if I get a girl, but even with boys, I at least change them. I am at least managing that from the home.
Yeah.
It starts at home.
And we'll change or let them have their own like line of thinking.
Yes, we allow them to think for themselves.
Yes, without telling them yes that
what you
this is
should and shouldn't think. What the fuck?
Yeah, but wait, let's take it back to like the type of nigga that society expects us to be with. So he has to be like, for me and you, we're going to really customize this for Kaki and I. He has to be gamer. Our aunties and moms are willing to settle for
youngish.
3 years.
Slightly younger, yeah.
3 years younger.
Yeah, but older is best.
Yeah.
Not too old.
What career should they be in? What are the top 5 careers that our society will be like, oh my god, what a good man.
Banker.
Doctor, engineer.
What if he's a surgeon? In fact, if he's a doctor, that's
Okay, if he's a surgeon, he doesn't need to pay dowry.
Oh yeah, that will be cancelled.
Yeah. Especially if he's coming this late into our lives.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Imagine a Gema doctor and a Gema neurosurgeon.
A Gema cardiologist.
And then let's say he's like 38. Oh, their parts perfect. No kids.
Yeah, no kids.
Yeah.
But even if he has one,
It's okay because he's a cardiologist.
Yeah.
It's forgiven.
You can't expect him to not have.
It can't be perfect.
Yeah. But you know you don't have kids. Yeah, make sure you have kids with
It's okay.
cha-cha.
Get immediate. Ooh,
Yeah.
another thing. Get kids quickly.
Yeah, you know time is running.
Yeah.
At what age should we stop having kids?
That's the thing, babe. Because you know that's part of my anxiety that is brought upon by myself and the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's I think like by 38 you should have closed the chapter.
Babe.
Higher?
35.
That's when my mom stopped having us.
Yeah. Oh, my mom had me like at 43.
See?
Yeah.
And that's a great time.
It is. Yeah. So those are just the basics must-haves.
Yeah, those are the things.
Everything else is they don't even ask. Is he a butter? Has he
Oh,
healed?
for my family, he has to come. He has to be Christian and saved, particularly.
Does he have to be? What kind of Christian does he have to be? Because then I know
not
Catholic. Yeah.
That's a personal thing for them. I don't know why.
Yeah.
That's it, even.
For some people it's like that, but then also like for me, I remember like getting like everyone in my family has married outside of the Embu like community,
Yeah.
or like with the exception of one who's married Gema but not Embu.
Yeah.
And it took a lot of time for like people, my sister, which I'm very grateful for. In this episode, they're going to see me also being very vulnerable and frank about me not talking about my siblings in the best light. But in this one, my sisters broke down tradition and you know, they broke a lot of things and opened up doors for us, which I'm really grateful for, by saying I will marry for who I want to marry for love. Yeah, and I wouldn't marry into that box that you are setting for me.
Imagine having to marry a gamer person because anyone loves them.
Sure. Yeah. And I see that also like with Nigerians, where like a Nigerian man will date you, will be with you, but will go back and marry his Igbo wife or his Yoruba wife.
It's stronger there.
Yeah, it is.
I'm shook by how strong it is there.
It is.
Actually, Kenya is not doing too bad, babe.
No, we're very open and cultural, and we're really breaking up a lot of those.
They call us westernized.
And I do like, if that is what it takes to be called, if that is the,
I'm good.
Yeah, the Matusi, then fine, let me be westernized. Yeah, I'm fine with that. If westernization is breaking a lot of these robotic ideologies that we have and that thing for us,
Let me be western.
let me be western.
Fine.
Yeah, I'd rather be western than a robot.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me ask you, babe, how would your family as a core and society as like your second core stratosphere feel about you coming out, which and saying I want to marry a woman, or I want to marry Karemi. Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'd do? Because I'm a fucking coward. I'd say, so Karemi is going through this terrible divorce. And I have to, she's moving in with me, or I'm moving in with her, because the house is bigger. So I'm moving in with her for support. And because, you know, you guys, because they love you so much.
Yeah.
So they'd be like, okay, but don't make sure it doesn't deter your marriage plans. Then my mom would still keep praying and would still keep fasting and interceding for my marriage. And I'm happily married to you, babe.
And then there goes
as my best friend, but you're really my wife. And we'd be married. Would it be okay?
Yeah.
Be hidden, because that's the only way, babe. I'm glad, because you understand.
Because I'm not really hidden, I'm just hiding in plain sight.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can still do everything.
Yeah.
But they'll never know. They'll never even suspect. That's what I'd do.
I feel like if we moved outside the country, then I'd be fine. But here in our community,
but your folks are more open. They might be okay with that.
My family is open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might be chill.
They will still pray.
Yeah.
They will still.
They won't tell you. They won't bring you in.
Yeah.
Tell you to get on your knees and use olive oil to like remove the demons.
Yeah.
Do that?
Yours would?
Yeah.
Shit.
I'd walk into an intervention. Like, you know how you just need to say hi to your folks? I'd walk into an intervention and the bishop is there.
What?
Yeah, it would be so bad. Not just the bishop, but the bishop, the elders, and they're like, we're doing this for your own good.
So, okay, wait.
Like a Nigerian, a scene from a Nigerian.
Nollywood.
Yeah.
Shit. So where did this, like, a lot of robotic thoughts come from? Because
The church?
Men, I feel like men.
The patriarchy.
The
The church
patriarchy.
is very patriarchal.
It is.
Favors men.
It does.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's the church, babe.
Because it's always, a lot of these robotic thoughts have always been against like women, or have always been in favor of strong masculine men, and have never been in favor of men who are still strong but identify as gay.
Or even a little feminine.
Or a little bit feminine,
So men, babe, the church, right?
Yeah.
And I think the church makes up for a lot of society and a lot of our culture.
Yeah.
Which sucks because we don't even know what the Kikuyu culture, or for you the Embu culture, really was like before the taint of Christianity.
Right.
Some things I can't even tell, is this even religion, or is it, like, did you know that beating a kid is a religious, it looks like it's from African culture, but really it's from the colonialism. We don't even know what our real culture is because it's been tainted by colonialism.
We never beat up our kids.
No, not before, but before they used to start doing it to protect their kids, right? A mess, babe.
Shit.
Babe.
There's
one part we forgot to talk about.
Oh, there's like two parts. Yeah.
Okay, start.
So girl, like, how many times have you been asked what your body count is? And I know like guys who cannot like sleep with you or wife you
because of your body count.
Yeah.
Babe, do you know how to tear up if you can't remember so we used to do this thing when we were younger, when we were in uni, not that much younger, but younger in our 20s, where we would write our list, and then when it reaches like a number, I'm still freaking conditioned, but just to a certain number, I can't even, now I start feeling like I'm shitting when no one else has looked at the list, but I feel like shit, because I'm a whore. Now I'm a whore.
Because that is what society and like your own robotic thinking will have you like telling yourself that because you slept with more than, I remember guys used to say if a babe has smashed more than 3 guys, three, and then they used to say if a babe tells you she has smashed 3 guys, multiply by 3 or 5.
By 5, 6,
yeah, it was always an odd number.
Because I used to divide mine. You know, and this is part of that performative shit we are talking about. Because, babe, how can you get into a relationship and you can't even be your authentic self?
Yeah.
So, did you ever keep like currently if I ask, did you have your list?
Nah, boo, I stopped, like that became like sex is for pleasure.
Yeah.
Choose me want to have sex today.
Well, we're feeling shame.
Yeah, because do guys ever feel shame?
No, they don't. It's like on a badge of honor.
It is. So and then it goes to this saying that is famous in Kiswahili, like sio sabuni, haishi. And I like that phrase. I love it because yes, it's hard to ask. Where for so long we've been told that the more guys you smash, the more loose like even the word loose comes from like your vagina becomes
loose.
Yeah.
That's the genesis of that word. Is loose means your vagina is supposed to be tight. Mind you, your vagina does not adjust based on dick.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't scientifically. It doesn't become loose.
Yeah.
It's not, but babe, we used to think and then we'd lie and we'd gaslight ourselves and now we'd lie about our numbers. But even me, I told my list. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, it's not counting. You know, whoever you end up with for life is.
We'll take you and your 78 body count.
Yeah. So what if it's
so what if it's 100?
Yeah, so what if it's and it always goes like, oh my god, she's probably like a prostitute, a shadow, a liar, like all these things. There's always whore. At least I wish she was getting paid for it.
So that it makes sense.
That it makes sense
for your own pleasure. It can't be that you just enjoy sex.
No.
And you're liberal. And you enjoy different experiences.
So when do we change that? I know that you and I and like people in our circle and also people in our age groups are slowly changing that.
We stopped talking about body count.
Yeah.
But we're in a bubble. We're in a bubble in that people, even in my age group, consider us liberal. Meaning that there are people in our age group who still shame their friends, their cousins, their sisters for having a liberal sex life. And that's so messed up. But that's conditioning, babe.
Yeah.
The fact that you have to lie about, even the fact that I can't even say, like the fact that I have to put some things to myself is I'm conditioned.
You are. We all are that. The fact that, because then there's that fear that one day you become a public figure and that then attaches to who you are, that, oh my god, how can we vote for such a loose candidate and such a...
Or that you'll get married and your husband will know that you've just been fucking everyone in Nairobi.
Come on now. Like...
That's another thing in Nairobi though. Dudes will fuck you and you and you and you, but shame you
for fucking the same boy group.
You and his friend and his other boy. And
Sis!
They will shame the fuck out of you. And you know what's worse? The babes who will shame you as well. Because it's one thing for men.
Yeah, because we expect it from men. But this conditioning and these thoughts and this like being put in a certain place that is really from the church, yes, but it's mostly from other women. That our mothers usually tell us as girls, keep your legs closed.
Because we pit women, they pit us against each other. That's why I think it's so problematic, because we are supposed to be better than her, right? And that's why when we enter, so many of us, when we've entered relationships, we want to be better than his ex. Yeah, we do. We try to cook better, to clean better, to dress better, to be a better daughter-in-law, to really meet these standards that we're meeting this new like master of robots that is the mother-in-law, that we need to earn her points. You know, she has her own list that you have to now fit.
KPIs. And we have to tick
yourself into that.
Oh, we have to squeeze ourselves. We have to take shape of her body. It does.
That's sad.
We need to absolutely change this. And I've never had this kind of conversation where like a man has slept his way to the top.
Yeah, but it's women. Women will sleep. Like for example, if you're of a certain age and you look even just feminine, babe, you don't even need to look like any way specifically. You fucked your way to the top. I mean, even how we react when we see a woman in a jeep or whatever, and people are like, hey,
she's being kept. The fuck? Like that needs to change. And then
so ingrained.
That also now goes to, because we are the vessels that carry babies, and how like a lot of us, since we didn't have, sex was so like hidden, it was such a blind conversation. No conversation actually happened in a lot of our homesteads around sex. So we did not know how to have it. It was like, keep your legs closed, wait until marriage. So for some of us, or like for a big majority of us who ended up having sex, unsafe sex that led to pregnancies, a lot of the community decided, or like the female community have undergone, like 4 out of 5 women have undergone.
I think it's 4 to 5.
It's definitely 4 in a group of women. 4 out of 5 women have had an abortion.
God, you know, the reason I'm shocked is because nobody talks about like if they have had an abortion. So
how?
So we can't tell. I'm surprised that it could be so many.
I've thought about it. I've looked at different groups of people and I'm like, oh, okay. 4 out of think about it when
we can't even talk about. So
okay.
the first reason that we abort is because we don't want a visible representation of our shame. But the second reason why we abort is because we don't want kids that are not within the bracket of what we should have kids. And so the fact that I want a kid, but like I'm 21 and I have no business getting a kid because that's what I've been told.
I have never, until this very moment, attached abortion to that. The fact that it's a visible representation of our shame and us having sex and our bad behavior. And it's something that, let me just go off a tangent a little bit more, where there's something you wrote on one of your pages when you're ready to talk about it. You can tell our viewers that your teachers, you're one of the students that your teachers say they wouldn't be surprised if you end up pregnant in high school.
Yeah, they say a failure, then they attach, not like to explain the failure the way she said, because I was a bit of a problematic kid in that godforsaken psychotic high school that I went to. They say that the principal said that she wouldn't be surprised if I was a failure. Then to explain the failure, she said I'd be pregnant and useless, basically. So you see how we attach like pregnancy with shame and uselessness. So let's say as soon after high school, let's even say as soon as I finished high school and got pregnant, my first thought would be to remove it, because how am I proving? My first thought would be complete and utter shame because I'm proving her right. Not even the abortion, but just the shame part that starts the whole process rolling. And there's nothing wrong with abortion, it's your fucking body.
It is.
But there's also, if you want a child, get a child. At whatever age.
And the fact that the second point where you said it was not in the setting that society expects you to have a child with. So you're a young student, or like even you're working. Even
you're working but you're single. So they're gonna ask you, is it a married man? Or if as soon as the man doesn't bring himself, there's a whole lot of questions.
Of course he has to be a married man, because why is he not bringing himself to everybody? And even though you're 40s and independent, because I know somebody who has terminated a child in their 40s. And it's just
common.
and they just didn't want to be a mom. They didn't want to be a mom.
You have 3 kids and you don't want a 4th.
And my initial reaction to that, which now I take back, because I know they're gonna watch this, which I'm very sorry and I'm taking back, was that I just didn't want a kid. But the thing was like, I don't want to be a mom in my 40s. But for me, I was like, you have everything. You have a good husband, you have a good home, and you have a good career. And you know what? I really applaud you for terminating that kid and really just, removing yourself from this conversation of this is the conditioning right thing to do.
Because in a way, it's brave. It's brave however way you look at it. It's brave to keep and it's brave to remove, to terminate. It's brave to keep because, I'm not brave enough in my 20s to keep, because it comes with a whole lot of shit, right? And it's also brave to terminate because it's a whole other thing on its own, right? And with its own associated risks. Some of them I'm not even sure are factual or have been put on us. Right? It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. That's the thing about babe, like this thing is we don't even know where our real self begins and ends. Like we don't know.
So are we real? Are we just walking phony fraudsters who just take up everything that the whole masses are, preaching? Because I feel like in construction, which is what we're doing, there's also deconstruction. So for you to build something beautiful, you also have
to deconstruct slowly, like what we're doing right now is deconstructing what we think we know, or even what we think is right versus what is even right.
So, what are some of these robotic things for you
currently
that you want to
deconstruct? Currently? That I want to deconstruct, because I'm gonna say I still want the 2 P's of a man. 3 P's.
Which was? That's for the audience.
Profess, provide, protect.
Ooh.
Don't care if it's toxic, that's what I want. I don't care.
I love that.
I deconstruct that. Some of my stuff, I like some of it.
It's who you are. It's part of who you are.
And if it appeals to your soul, but what do I want to deconstruct? I guess it's a lot of things. I feel like my conditioning the most in settings I'm not comfortable. Like with you, babe, I'm myself. Then you take me to a place where I'm not like familiar.
Yeah.
Like a setting that has professionals, or it's a professional setting or whatever, and I'm not the main race. Like I'm surrounded by white people.
Yeah.
Or even just other people. Oh, babe, my conditioning. I am prim and proper. I don't even say one curse word. I act the way my mom taught me to act.
Yeah.
And I wonder if I even wish my hair was black.
Yeah.
Long.
Do you usually like part of robotics in that? Do you code switch? Do you have a little bit of time?
Not to.
Because I do.
To the extent, but I do because I get tired of people saying what? And they legit like can't hear you, babe.
Okay.
Another time I said something and the person I'm speaking to from Germany had something completely different. Now I had to those things are so tiring. So tiring.
But it's part of our robotics.
I would like to talk in my accent.
Yeah.
Without and say, I mean, you hear, you don't hear, I'll say it again the same way.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah, adjust your ears a little bit.
Yeah, I don't have to overthink on what to wear or how to present myself in certain places.
That for me is huge. For the longest time, and I feel for all of us, is that we've always been told that for church you have to wear your Sunday best, which includes cover up.
I still have a church wardrobe. Yeah.
But we're slowly
in a work wardrobe.
Yeah.
A social wardrobe.
But then can you have a little bit of
everything?
Yeah. Can you have who you are? Because at work is who you identify with.
At work they see my mask in the most extreme.
Oh yeah?
They don't even know about this podcast.
Oh.
Because my mask is really solid.
Okay. Which is, okay, so I'm wondering why my mask is mostly solid.
Yeah, it could be.
It used to be.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It could be because you're in a mixed race marriage. It could be when you're hanging out with your partner's people, where that's totally, it's out of your comfort zone in every way.
You know me so well.
It could be that.
You know me so well.
We can conclude with.
Yeah.
I don't know how would you be brave enough to change it though?
No.
Yeah, that's the thing.
No, I'm not.
I like that we are honest enough to
say I'm not willing to change.
No.
Yeah. The moment I land in Boston, I'm usually very accentuated. The moment I land in London, I definitely have a London accent. Yeah. The moment I'm not doing the whole Asia thing, man. The moment I land in Asia, I'm not having an Asian accent. Yeah, but the moment I'm talking to a few people in Nigeria, I find myself talking like a very Nigerian accent. So
as in psychotraces or just something else?
Oh my god, it's sack season, guys! How could we not start with that?
Today.
It's sack season today.
It's the beginning of the holidays.
It's the beginning of the holidays, it's the beginning of energy.
I will end this episode. We'll put a Christmas carol at the end because we are cheesy as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait to have our holiday episode.
Next time you guys see us will either be in Thanksgiving hats or Santa Claus hats.
Yeah, we'll be in Friends. We'll do first is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Then we'll do a Christmas episode.
Oh yeah. And stay tuned for that because it's gonna be really epic.
Thank you for watching, guys.
Thank you. And this time for real.
Until next time.
Adios.
Bye.
Ciao. Kwaheri.